What is going on, friends and family? So check it out. If you were looking behind me, you can see that none of the lights are on. And the reason that none of the lights are on is because I woke up this morning and I went over to the light switch and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. This one's not working. And I went over to the other one. This one's not working. And I'm just stumbling around in complete darkness and none of the lights are working. So, to give you a little backstory, I'm in Australia right now. And I was flown here so that I could talk at an event at a thing called the Vegan Perth Expo. And yeah, they flew me out and I'm in a hotel now, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But what ended up happening is the electricity is still not on in here, and so I just kind of opened these windows behind me. Here, let me show you. I opened these windows, but then there's construction guys who are working on a scaffolding right outside of my window, and so I can't actually open them all the way or they'd just be looking in at me. Anyways, long story short, it's completely out of my control. Also, I am in this hotel because I was going to fly out last night to get back to Sydney, and then from there going to fly out to LA. That way I'd be back in America on Wednesday. And then I get an email and it basically says that my flight has been delayed by like 28 hours. And I had plans to film at a studio right when I got back in LA, so like a couple hours after I landed. Now I had to cancel that studio. People were waiting on me, and so yeah, I had to cancel on those people. Now I'm going to be getting in LA a day late. But the thing that was peculiar is they kept changing the email on me, and originally the email said I was going to land in Sydney, and then my plane to fly from Sydney to LA was going to leave 2 hours before I landed in Sydney. And so I had to go to the airport. I had to talk to the guy because like they weren't picking up. I was on the phone for about an hour on customer support. So I was like, I'm just going to go to the airport. I went to the airport, talked to the guy, and at first he literally just was like, just wait for an email. It'll all work out. He just didn't take me seriously. And then I was like, well, also listen to this voicemail. And then he listened to the voicemail, and the lady on the voicemail didn't make any sense. And so he was like, okay, yeah, come back with me to the office. And then he actually kind of like finally worked with me and then sorted it out a little bit. Still not really entirely sure exactly when I'm leaving or when I'm getting to LA. I don't know. The point of this though is there were so many other people at the airport who obviously had the same situation as me. They were trying to fly out here to Sydney and then Sydney to LA, and they were pissed. I could just hear them screaming and getting super irritated. And, you know, rightfully so, of course. Like, if we all have plans, and it's irritating to have that happen, and, you know, so it totally makes sense that you're mad. But things that are out of your control, that you can't do anything about, shouldn't be able to sway you and destroy your mood. And just hear me out. I had a friend send me a quote today, which just happened to, it was really funny, the timing was so cool. He said, when things are in your control, don't worry. When things are out of your control, don't worry. And this is something that in my life in the last couple of years is definitely the way I've kind of embodied it, because like, that's such a fact, and it's something that's so synonymous with having acne. And it's something that I think I started learning really heavily when I had my most severe acne. Is like, I couldn't do anything about it. I had cysts all on my face. People are gonna make fun of me, and I can worry all I want to, and I can get into a bad mood. I can get stressed out. I can cry. I can get angry. I can let all that, you know, change each day and just make it so that I can't have fun. I can't have a good day. All of that. But what good does it do me? You know, by throwing a tantrum, or by having a bad day, or, you know, letting it destroy my mood and getting angry, it doesn't change the fact that it's still there. You know, nothing I do is going to change it. So the only thing that, you know, I want to do is to have the best time possible. And so that's it. All you can do really is laugh. So last night while all this was happening, I was at dinner with everybody, and that's when I first got the notification that the flight was delayed by a whole day. Everyone was like, no, that's terrible, I'm so sorry. That's my terrible Australian accent. And I was like, it's okay. Yeah. I started laughing and smiling, and they were like, are you sure? Like, you know, that sucks. Like, you know, I've had that happen before, and they told me like the stories and stuff. And I was like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, you know? So as long as like I have somewhere to stay tonight, you know, I'm like, if you don't mind, like if I stay at your house or whatever, this is before we knew that the airline would give me a hotel. And they were like, absolutely, you can stay with me, you know, no worries. And I was like, yeah, so there you go, like no worries. It's all good. I mean, it's not the obviously most ideal, but it's out of my control, so there's nothing I can do about it. And I guess I just want to kind of share this story because I guess that's kind of like a mindset that not a lot of people have. And when it comes to acne, having that mindset can help you so much. And don't get me wrong here. I've had the severe acne, like the extreme, to the point that most people won't ever experience that acne. And so I'm not saying that this situation where I'm having to stay an extra day in Australia in a hotel that I don't know where I am and stuff is the same as having acne every single day, day in, day out, right? Like this is just a single incidence. That's something you have to live with week after week after week. But they both have the same kind of thing. If you can't do anything about it, then don't let it ruin your life. You can only control your reactions. You can't control what goes on. And by keeping that in your brain and knowing that all the time, you can make your life so much better. You can have so much more control over how you feel in all situations. And I know this is harder, easier said than done, but I just wanted to come and say this message and explain my situation and just kind of reinforce, because I thought it was just such a good parallel to having acne, And if you can take this message and again, just like put it in your brain, seal it away, and whenever you're having a really hard time, whenever you catch yourself getting really mad, in any situation, whether acne or not, say, you walk outside and your car's been towed, or you walk outside, you're driving or something, you get a ticket, or, God forbid, like your partner cheats on you or something. Like, of course, there's that initial reaction. I think all of us are going to have that initial reaction where we say, oh no, and then we have to do whatever we can do that is in our control to figure out what we can do. And then as soon as we realize that's all that I can do, that's the most that I can do, nothing else is going to affect anything if I sit here and stress, that's when we say, all right, now I got to find the part of this that makes me laugh. The insanity of this, the absurdity of this situation, or whatever it is, makes me smile and laugh. And just by like cracking a smile and having that good reaction, you can go and have a much better positive life, can increase your quality of life so much more. When you walk away from a situation kind of like, well, that's fucking crazy, then you're leaving the room smiling, and at least your mind is on a good mood one, where if you leave the room and you're pissed, then now the next few hours of your life have been, ruined. And obviously, if you're in a bad mood, more bad stuff can happen, and it can even get you into a worse place. So I think I'm rambling a little bit at this point. I think I got my point across, but I just wanted to say this, and I just want to kind of give you guys an update. I'm in Australia. I'm coming back to the channel. I'm going to make more content. That's where I've been for the last week, just like having the best time here in Perth, Australia, and I'm going to be back very soon, but I wanted to let you guys know about this, and I appreciate all the support you guys give me, and I love giving these kind of like pieces of life advice because I love that it helps people. So I hope this video helps you. If it did, absolutely leave a comment below. If you have anything that you want to add to this, absolutely leave it below. And if you have any experiences where this has happened to you, where you said, this is out of my control and this is not something I'm going to let affect me, I would love for you to leave it in the comments below for other people to read, because it really reinforces the fact that what I'm saying is the truth. So there you go, guys. Make sure you give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel already. We make so much good content. We're creating such a great community. I love you guys so much. And that's it. Remember, you are beautiful, you are not alone, and you are part of Team Acne. Have a good day.